Because his love doesn't exist. Is this about the land? Because we'll have to return the money we made when we sold it if the engagement is called off?
What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with the land.
How can I not think of that? Siyeon grandfather gifted that land to me as a part of my dowry, after all. It would be extremely awkward if I went and married someone else. I didn't mean to say all this. Or is it that you know of a way to call the marriage off, without returning the land? But I felt resentment towards my icon parents who were showing no consideration for me or my birth parents. And wanted to poke at their conscience to make them feel guilty.
I can't understand why you are being so touchy about this. We are doing this for our one and only daughter. Is it so wrong for me to worry about the future of my own daughter?
This is for your one and only daughter, huh?
Yes, of course.
So, this is all for me?
Yes. I tried my best to raise you the best I could for the last 20 years. I cared for you and your well-being with all my love, as if your life were my own. Isn't that enough? What more do you want from me?
Honey.
Her shrieking ended in a flood of tears, and what started off as a lovely dinner ended in an ugly mess. The next day, Mom was nowhere to be found. She must have left early.
Siyeon. Your mom left for your grandmother's in Hanam early in the morning.
Oh, I see.
Your father is home though. You can have breakfast with him.
Thanks to Mom's early morning. I had my first ever experience of having breakfast with Father alone. It's so quiet.
Siyeon. Let's go to Suwon after breakfast. It's been a while I've seen the Gyeongs, and I'd quite like to visit them as well.
Okay. Let's do that, Dad.
And don't dwell too much on what happened yesterday. Your mom's a little sensitive lately, what with your moving out. I hope you can understand.
Yeah, I do. I said that I understood, but I knew that what was tormenting Mom wasn't my upcoming move. She was tormented by the reality that she couldn't bring Yunhai home immediately. Last night, she burst into tears during her rant about raising me the best she could. But I know that her rage and resentment shouldn't be directed at me, but at grandmother in Hanam. And she would do well to heed the fact that my mother in Hanam is raising Yunhai as her own with her all love.
You know, you will have some time before your first semester in college starts. What do you want to do? You can travel or taking lessons on a subject you like. What do you think?
I'll think about it after my move.
I'll wire you some money, so you can try whatever you want. You've worked so hard on your studies, you deserve it.
Thanks, Dad.
I will wire it to you tomorrow. It will be enough money for you to live the next 5 years uncomfortably. So think about what you want to do with your life and plan for the future.
Why only 5 years worth? If I'm not financially stable in 5 years, will you not help me then?
What? Of course we will help you.
Watching the people who raised you lose their affection for you is not an easy feat. It just sounded to me as if you were saying you had only take care of me until I am 25 years old. And knowing how much we have drifted, I couldn't take Dad's proposal at face value. But I know that's not like you. In observing my icon parents, I am reminded that there is no such thing as an absolute good or absolute evil. I know that they think they have fulfilled their duty to me by buying me an apartment and paying for my living expenses during my college years. And they must think this is the price they have to pay to keep Yunhai safe, and also enough compensation for robbing me of 5 more years of being with my birth parents. They must have heard through grandmother in Hanam that my birth parents are well off, and that Yunhai is being looked after in the best conditions. And I'm sure they find comfort in the fact that grandmother is keeping her watchful eye. It was a bitter realization that the only thing keeping the icon parents from being happy was not being able to bring their birth daughter home immediately.
It's so good to see you, Siyeon.
You too, grandfather. How have you been?
Hey, Siyeon. It's been a while. I heard you got your university admittance letter. Congrats!
Thanks, Gyeonggi. Congratulations on completing your military service.
Thank you.
I heard that Gyeonggi was learning the business while preparing to return to his university studies. After university, Gyeonggi will enter Midnight Sun Foods Inc. to hold the prestigious title of Chief Director of Strategy.
I will go ahead and have a chat with grandfather first. Why don't you greet your Siyeon auntie in the meantime?
Okay. The room Auntie is in is quite as distant from the guest hosting area where they will be speaking, which tells me that Dad doesn't want me to eavesdrop on his conversation with grandfather.
I will see you in a bit.
Shall we?
No, you stay with grandfather. I will be back.
Alright, then. You know, my mom was busy all morning preparing a lot of things for your visit. She will be delighted to see you and your reaction.
Oh, she didn't have to do all that on such a cold morning.
I'm sure she just wants to make the best impression on her future daughter-in-law, especially when she will be the next lady of the house.
Please don't mention the word daughter-in-law or lady of the house for the next 5 years, okay?
Why not?
I will tell you why not later. Go already.
Alright, so what is it you wanted to stay?
Sir, I wanted to talk to you about.
If it's a discreet conversation among the elders of the house, I will wait outside.
No, it's all right. Make yourself comfortable.
Yes, continuing. What were you going to say?
We sold the land in Gyeonggi province that you bought for Siyeon.
Really? Does Siyeon know this?
Yes, we asked for her thoughts before we made the sale.
I'm sure it was an announcement more than a discussion. You beat her to the punch before she could make her own decision about it.
We are going to take good care of the money from the sale to put towards our daughter's marriage to Gyeonggi.
Why the unnecessary hassle? Bring it to me. I had rather keep it to give to her later.
Sir, I care for my daughter more than you do. I won't do anything with that money for my own gain.
While we are on the topic, when will Siyeon be joining my family? Gyeonggi's done with his military service and Siyeon's an adult now.
My mother is quite adamant that we wait until her granddaughter is 25 years of age. Please respect her wishes on this one matter, sir.
She's quite set on that, isn't she?
My daughter is the last descendant of her great-grandfather. You may have both Gyeonggi and Aijin, but the only descendant that bears the Kim name in our family is our only daughter. Please understand my mother's unwillingness to see her granddaughter off in marriage so soon.
Well, if you put it that way. It will be 5 years until Siyeon turns 25.
That is true.
Please don't mention the words daughter-in-law or lady of the house for the next 5 years, okay?
5 years? That's what she was talking about.
Is anything the matter?
No, it's nothing.
And I have another question to ask you, sir.
Yes?
I heard that there's a company called Gyeonggi Foods among the subcontractors of Midnight Sun Foods Inc. It's a small business whose main contract is with Midnight Sun.
Gyeonggi. That was the company Siyeon mentioned years ago, that Aijin pleaded with grandfather to subcontract.
What about you? To what extent could you grant the wishes of your future wife?
Is there something you want? To tell me and I will buy it for you, no problem.
There is something, but I don't want my parents knowing.
Hearing the name of the company Siyeon asked me to help in secret come out of her father's mouth is an interesting turn of events. Yes, there is. Gyeonggi, you are learning the business. I am sure you have heard of it as well. Yes, I know of Gyeonggi. We have done business with them for the last 2 years. Their products are high quality, and they are diligent in keeping with the delivery dates, contributing to our maintaining quite a good relationship with them. That's right. How do you know of Gyeonggi?
My mother is good neighbors with Gyeonggi Foods president's family. Midnight Sun Foods, it came up in their conversation, and they were quite delighted by the coincidence.
Really? It's quite a coincidence, but what about it?
My mother is quite fond of them, and was wondering if they had any worries in terms of business.
All business owners have the same worries. They all worry about their business going bankrupt. But Gyeonggi is doing fine with Midnight Sunday. I don't think there is a need to worry about them.
I see.
Right. Is there anything else you wanted to ask or discuss?
Yes, sir. My mother would like to invite Gyeonggi to dinner.
Invite Gyeonggi?
Yes. You see, she heard that he was done with his military service and wants to see him.